Howdy, everybody. Thank you so much for coming tonight. The name of this class is going to be called Does Humor Belong in Yoga? Which will probably guarantee tonight that I'm not funny, although it's always hard to tell, but I believe sometimes and occasionally I'm funny. At one point, I was teaching a class at Runyon, and another teacher came up, and I used to have this notebook that I would like write people's emails in to get them on my mailing list. And the other teacher said, "Oh, you forgot your book of yoga jokes." And I couldn't tell whether they were like messing with me or like, because yoga can be very, very serious. And like, for someone to bring humor into that might be like sacrilege or whatever to some people. But to me, it was just like kind of creeping in. But I wasn't always sure that, whatever. I am who I am. But and like many things, I wasn't sure whether or not it would be accepted. So I used to study with this, let me just mute everybody. Thank you. I used to study with this Kundalini teacher named Harry Jiwan. He used to teach at Golden Bridge, which used to be behind the Cinerama Dome. Apparently neither of those things exist anymore. And I remember sitting in class, and the teacher wouldn't be there when you got there, and he would like kind of just like walk in, sit down, and start class, which was interesting. But I remember sitting in class and feeling like this heaviness, like a super, just like everyone, and people say we're all connected, and yes, and fortunately and unfortunately, because you can really feel the vibes, and people's vibes infect other people's vibes. So I'm sitting in the studio, and like the vibe is just like, you just feel like there's like bricks coming down and just sitting on everyone's shoulders and backs. And it was very early in my yoga teaching career. And I thought, what the hell is he going to do? Like, even to walk through that energy to me seemed like it could be a really difficult task. So he walks in, he sits down, he taps his microphone or whatever, and he tells like a really stupid joke. And everyone laughs. And I was like, that's the answer, right? So you can cut through that darkness with humor, and then you can reach, the people. And he had been teaching like since the 70s, and it was like this great awakening moment for me to realize that it was okay, whether I could help it or not, to be funny during class, or whether I was actually really funny or not. But that was a nice moment. And thank you very much for coming. Of course, we're going to stay in the seated position. So let me move back a little bit. We can cross the legs. You can cross them real light, or you can cross them a little heavy if you want. And we're going to sit up real tall. We're going to pull the shoulders back. We're going to slightly engage the core. Even when standing, we're going to maintain these physical attributes, which we are controlling. We are holding the core. We are pulling the shoulders slightly back. We are breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, listening to the sound of the breath. And it's really getting those things happening, the body awareness, the breath awareness. We're going to put the right hand down, keeping the arms straight. The left hand palm is facing the ceiling, and we're going to come up and over, looking along the elbow to the ceiling, keeping the right arm straight, breathing in the nose, looking at the ceiling. I said that twice. Excellent. Let's switch. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Breathing here, looking along the elbow, right up. Good. Back to center. Let's just turn both palms out for a moment. You can wiggle the fingers a little bit, but we have the thumbs pointing away, so it's kind of a different action. Then we're going to take the left hand and just pull the right hand fingers back. Let that shoulder drop if it's not dropping. And then over to the other side, we're going to pull those fingers back. So some in some like natural healing communities, they have this thing they say, whether or not it's true, I am not 100% sure, but they say you can tell how healthy a person is by their ability to stand from a seated position without using their hands. But if they don't tell you the trick, you just put your feet down and try to stand, and automatically they're going to fall back. So I'm going to tell you the trick today. And you can do it with the feet crossed, or you can do it with them right next to each other. I'm going to do it with the feet crossed. So with the feet crossed, I'm getting like kind of a standing foot on the floor here, but my body weight is still way behind you. So if you don't do this next part, you're just going to fall over and they're going to say, oh, you can't stand without your hands, which isn't true unless you know the trick. So the trick is to lean way forward, to put your body weight over the feet, and then to stand. So thank you for standing. I'm going to step back here about the distance on the hips or shoulders with the feet. And we're going to swing the arms forward. Holding the core, breathing in the nose. Super proud that we stood without using our hands. Good, and then the opposite direction, please. And across the front, switching which hand goes on the top. So kind of changing the way it feels on the shoulder with that. Breathing, still holding the core. Almost all the time holding that core. Little, it's not extreme. Hands on the hips, we're going to swing around a little bit. I got a shadow today. All right, excellent. Opposite direction, please. Good. Pick any foot and stand on it and lift the other. Both hands are going to grab the knee. You could flex the foot or rotate it or do nothing with it. Allow the leg to heavily fall into the shoulders as we stand up tall, pulling the shoulders back and down, reaching the crown of the head straight up to the ceiling. And go ahead and switch. And same thing, whatever you want with the foot or nothing. But standing up tall, shoulders back, core engaged, all the way to the crown of the head from the foot. Excellent. Let that down. Step one foot over the other, keeping them kind of close. I don't know if you could do them far apart. Yeah, I guess maybe. And let's hang down. Once hanging, you could circle in the arms if you like. Let the head drop. Let the shoulders drop. You could just stay still, letting everything kind of fall forward. And then stay in the forward fold and just switch the feet so one steps over the other, the opposite. Same thing, or pendulum the arms, or just stay still and hang. Engage the core. Let's simply stand for a moment. We're going to change the feet back to our returning spot, which is big toes together, ankles apart. You can turn the thumbs out if you like, with the hands hanging down, core, shoulders. We're going to breathe in as we reach up and look up. We're going to breathe out as we forward fold, bringing the fingers super low. We keep them down. We look up, flat back. We forward fold, out breath. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. Breath in on the way back up. Breath out on the forward fold, fingers low. We look up, flat back. Forward fold, up again to the sky. Down through the heart center. Breath in on the way back up. Breath out on the forward fold, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart. Breath in, back up. Breath out, forward folding. We're going to look up, and here we go. Step on back to the top of plank. Tighten the core and the legs. And then when you're ready, you can lower down and hover or hit the ground. Roll forward, up dog, tight legs. And then down dog, we tuck the toes. And we're going to look at the knees and see that the feet are 2 fists apart. We're going to bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down. Just a little bit of moving back and forth here with the feet. And we continue to watch the knees move. All right, step or hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, all the way up to the ceiling. Again, down through the heart. Breath in, back up. Breath out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, we lower and drop. Up dog, legs tight, and down dog. If you like, come up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. If you prefer, let's just stay still, looking at the knees of the navel. All right, walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, all the way back up again. Down through the middle with the hands in prayer, push into the earth, circle back up, in breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers way down, we look up. Stepping back, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And nice, we'll stay right here, breathing. All right, step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold. Let's intertwine the fingers, and we're going to come up, turning the intertwined fingers and palms up to the ceiling. We'll take the feet apart a distance of the shoulders. And we're going to lean over to the right for a moment. And over to the left for a moment. Back to center. We're going to turn and look to the right. Try not to put it in the knees. Try to keep it in the upper part of the body. And then over, please, to the other side. Back to center, arms down. Let's return the feet together, top of the mat. And let's sit in chair, Utkatasana. Good. We're going to come up and over, forward folding, fingers low. We look up. We're stepping again, back, lower down, up dog, third eye, down dog, navel. Right foot, warrior one, right foot stepping almost to the wrist. If it'll go there, left foot turns out. We're going to reach the arms all the way up. Those of you that want to can reach that left arm forward if you feel like you need to turn the rib cage to the front of space. Great, touch the sky and hands down again. Step back, lower down, up dog, down dog. Left side, right foot turns out, arms back up. Those of you that like Right arm can reach forward, push into the back foot a little bit. Breathing in the nose. Excellent, touch the sky. And again, hands back down, step back, lower down and drop down. Up dog, legs tight, and down dog. And nice, we'll stay right here breathing, resting if you like. All right, walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair again. Standing, arms down, shoulders back. Let's continue with the same, sit in chair. Good, up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back again, lower and drop, up dog, down dog, right side, warrior one, left foot turns out again, back up with the arms, hands in prayer to the moon and the sun, looking up, breathing. Great, hands are down again, stepping back, lower down, drop down, up dog, down dog, left side stepping, right foot turns out, back up, hands in prayer above the head, looking up, lengthening up. Great, hands down again, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog. All righty, we're gonna stay right here breathing. All right, step or jump, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair and standing, arms down. We're gonna stay here for one moment. Damn, Adobe wanted me to update. Sorry about that. And we sit in chair again. Good, up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top of push up, lower down, up dog, down dog. Right side again, warrior one, left foot turns out. Back up with the arms, hands in prayer above the head, lengthening up, maybe arching back. Great, hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, down dog, and left foot steps, right foot turns out, back up, hands in prayer, lengthening up, maybe arching back. Great, hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and we breathe here. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing, arms down. One more with a warrior two. Let's sit in chair. Good, up, over, into the forward fold again. We look up, we step back, top of push up, lower down, up dog, down dog, right side warrior two, left foot turns out, arms out over the feet. Drop shoulders, hold the core, breathe in, looking at the fingers in front of us on the right hand. We're going to turn the right palm to face the ceiling. Left hand, just the fingertips are going to barely touch the back leg. And then we're going to arch back, not moving the knee, looking up along the elbow. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, down dog, left side warrior two, back up. Let's turn the left palm to face the ceiling, right hand barely touches the back leg. We arch back. All right, hands down again, stepping back, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And great, we're gonna breathe right here. Long time. All right, step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. And let's take the right elbow outside of the left knee, hands in prayer pulling towards the chest, fingers up towards the face, tail pointing straight back, crown of the head pointing straight forward, either looking at the toes or looking to the ceiling where the elbow or the hand is pointing if you open the arms. Good. Let's forward fold for a moment and a rest. And we are sit in chair on the other side. Well, sitting in chair first and then twisting the other side. I jumped ahead. Hands pulling towards the chest, fingers towards the face. You can stay here. You can open the arms. Good. Straighten the legs, forward fold. Take the feet apart. You can maintain prayer. You could grab elbows. We're going to hang. You're welcome to bounce. If you bounce, squeeze the breath out or just hang. Breathing slow if you're hanging. Engage the core, touch the ceiling. And then peace fingers are coming all the way down. And we're going to grab under the big toes with those two fingers, even if the legs are bent, thumbs touching, toes push fingers down, elbows pull away from the ears. Let the head reach down, breathing. Engage the core, in breath, we touch the ceiling. Out breath, back down, hands under feet from the front, legs can be bent. Once they go straight, don't go further than straight. All right, let's stand, top of the mat, feet back together, shoulders back, little core engagement. We're gonna stay here just for a couple breaths to restabilize after all that forward folding. All right, let's do it. We sit in chair. Excellent, up over forward folding. We look up, we step back, top push up, lower down, up dog, down dog, right side warrior two, back up. I'm going to hold here for a couple breaths, holding the core, dropping shoulders, looking at the fingers in front of us. Let's straighten the leg in the front. You can shorten the stance 1 inch if you like, and we'll reach out. Right hand down, left arm up. You could have palms facing out if you prefer, because you don't want to push on the front leg. And just breathing. Both hands on the shin for a moment. If you like, you can shorten the stance another 2 inches. And then left hand stays down, right arm up. Back of the hand can go outside of the leg, gripping the mat with the big toe in the front, breathing. Very nice. Hands are down again, stepping back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog, left side, warrior 2, up again. We're gonna breathe here. Straight the leg in the front. If you want a tiny shorter stance, that's all right. And we'll reach out, left hand down, right arm up. Triangle. Trikonasana. Both hands on the shin for a moment. Can shorten the stance a couple of inches. Vrita Trikonasana, hand down, right, left hand up, twisting. Back of the hand if you prefer. Outside the leg. Breathing, lengthening the spine. Great, let's do it here. Step back again, lower down, up dog, third eye, and down dog. Very nice. Let's stay here breathing. And let's do it a little different tonight from here. Warrior 2 again on the right. Right foot steps back up. We're going to hold again, breathing. We're going to take the center of the right forearm, placing it on the knee, left arm up and over, lengthening super long. Stay here. You can look along the elbow to the ceiling, or you can put the right hand on the ground and look slightly to the reaching hand. Great. Back up to warrior 2. Turn the right palm to face the ceiling again. This time, left hand comes around the back, hold the core, and grab the shirt in the pocket of the leg. Don't move the knee. Arching back, breath, looking at the line along the elbow to the ceiling, to the sky. Great. Hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, down dog. Left side, please, warrior 2. Back up. A few breaths here. All right, forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. Stay here. You can put the left hand down. Back to warrior two. Left palm faces the ceiling, right hand around the back, hold the core. Don't move the knee. Arch back again. All right, hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog. We're coming up into horse. We'll step the right foot or whatever foot suits your needs for the direction you need to face. We're going to splay the toes out, opening the knees, holding the sun and the moon, one in each hand. Breathing in the nose, mild core engagement. All right, straight the legs, turn the toes to run straight forward. We're reaching up, Superman, and we're folding down, Superman. So hands are right underneath the shoulders. You can bring the palms down if you like. Definitely let the head drop, let the back drop to the top of the head. Breathing, keep the legs straight. The hands don't have to get all the way down. Back up to standing. We're reaching to the ends of the fingers. Behind the back, we intertwine. The fingers push the palms together if you want release of tension in the upper back. It's okay if they're apart. And we're going to forward fold. Lifting the arms up off the back. If the palms are together, it'll be a little harder, but it'll be better for the upper back, which may or may not need attention. Good. Back up. On the in-breath, we touch the ceiling. On the out-breath, back down, grab the shins, the ankles, or the big toes with the peace fingers. I'm not doing that today. I think I did it last week. If you get the big toes, pull the elbows out. Always the same. Breathing. Both hands over to the right. Left shoulder rotates under and through for a moment. And then other side, please. And let's stand. We'll bring the feet together. You can shake them out a little bit if you like. So we're going to do a pyramid like we did last week. So we'll start today, though, with left foot standing here, staying in the front, and right foot stepping back about 3.5 feet, not too far. Those toes are splayed out in the back, pointing to the side, even 90, 45 degrees. Arms out. Behind the back, we're going to grab the elbows, a reverse prayer. The legs remain straight. We look up, and we're going to fold down into pyramid. Right here, looking at the left foot. Now you could stay in pyramid if you like, or you can push a little bit off the back foot, coming into a warrior three, and we'll breathe here. For Ardha Chandrasana, left hand down, right arm up. Switch the hands if you like. The hip does drop down. and stand again. So right foot in the front here, left foot stepping back about 3 feet, 3.5 if you're tall. Arms out behind the back again. Legs straight, we look up, we fold down, and we look at the foot. The right foot. You could stay here, you could push off that back foot coming into a warrior three. Ardha Chandrasana, right hand down, left arm up. Switching hands if you like. Very nice, let's stand again. I will step the feet out some. We're going back to standing on the left foot. We're gonna do tree, grabbing the right ankle and lifting that foot up and seeing if it will lock against the leg. You could hold it the whole time. Maybe put the leg in the front, hands at heart or up. Breathing here. All right, let that down. And then let's do the other side. Standing on the right, we lift the left. However you did it on the other side, it should be able to be done on this side as well. Hands to the heart, do your best. Up with the arms if you did that. Breathing. Great, let that down, stepping out. Back to standing on the left. We're gonna do, well, opposites today. So we're gonna lift the right leg and the left hand is coming to grab the right knee. Other remaining hand can go on the hip. You could reach back, you could look back, you could grab the big toe, extending the leg, standing up tall, or just holding the knee. Even with both hands, you could feel the knee, but with the hand on the hip, it gives that slight twist, and the twist becomes more when you reach back and look back. A few breaths here. Great, let it down, step it out, and let's do the opposite. So standing on the right, we're gonna lift the left. So right hand grabs left knee, other hand on the hip. You could stay here, you could reach back, you could look back, you could extend the leg. We stand tall either way. All right, feet down, feet apart, slightly splayed with the toes. Let's squat. We're coming right down, elbows in the knees, hands in prayer. Lengthen up the back, breathe in the nose. We'll stand a little longer if you want to do headstand or crow or anything like that. And even if you want to hang out and do that for a little bit while we go forward, because we're going to do that right here. We're coming down to hands and knees for a very light cat-cow. And again, hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrist, dropping the belly, looking up, third eye, arching the back on the out breath. And over, as light or as quickly or as slowly as you like. Great, back to center, look over the right shoulder, see the tail. And then over to the other side, please. And back to center, we're stepping the right foot top of the mat, left knee stays down, arms up like a big funnel. You can bring that right foot a little further forward if you like, let the hips hang, we're gonna breathe. Left elbow outside of right leg. Hands in prayer pulling in, turning fingers up to the face. You could straight the back leg or you can stay right here, breathing. I'm looking at the floor. You could look at the ceiling. And hands down, let's switch it. Right knee back, left foot top of the mat, arms up again. You could bring the left foot further forward if you like, let the hips hang down. Breathing here for a couple. Right elbow outside, hands in prayer. And we stay here. Or you come onto the ball of foot. Whatever you did on the other side, it'd be great if you tried to mirror that on this side. Good. We're stepping back, top of push-up for our descent into pigeon. So top of push-up, belly and legs tight. We lower down, up dog, down dog. And we're going to hold the right foot up over the back wall for a couple of breaths. You can bend that leg, opening the hip up if you like. Keep the armpit on the same side, both sides where they were and down. And then throw that shin top of the mat. Left leg can crawl on back a little bit. We look up, hands down, you could stay there. Forearms down, you could stay there. Lengthening the arms out with the face on the floor. And we breathe. All righty, hands back down, stepping back. You could shake that leg that was bent if you like. Top of push-up again. We lower down, up dog, down dog, and then left foot up. Breathing. You can bend that leg if you like, opening up the hip, keeping the armpit down. And throw that shin top of the mat, scoot the right leg back. We look up, hands down, forearms down, head down, breath in the nose. All right, hands down one more time. Let's step back. You could shake that leg again. Top of push up tight, lower down, up dog, down dog. And let's sit down. Legs straight out in front of us, feet together, big toes touching. We're going to breathe in and reach up. We're going to breathe out and touch the toes. Up again on the in breath, back down on the out breath, and over and over. If your hamstrings are extremely tight, not tight, if they're extremely open, you're welcome to stay down, holding the feet from the outside. Otherwise, this is really a great movement to accent the breath and to really accelerate the opening of the hamstrings. Good. Touch the ceiling and then touch the floor. Hands down, fingers pointing up towards the feet, thumbs pointing towards each other, basically. We're going to point the toes, lift the hips, look at the ceiling. Good. And back down. We're going to bend the right leg for our twist. Left toes remain pointing to the ceiling. Left arm grabs right leg. Right hand 6 inches behind you, sitting up tall. You're welcome to stay here. You're welcome to put the elbow outside the leg. The shoulder pulls back. We twist back. We gently look at the back wall. And let's switch it. Right leg out, left foot in. Right arm grabs the leg. Sitting up tall, same thing. Elbow outside. Again, we'll mirror what we did on the other side as best as we can. And back to center, both legs bent. Arms underneath the bent legs, rolling back onto the tail. You could stay right here. If you let go, arms parallel to the earth, pull the shoulders back. You could straighten the legs, hands in prayer, third eye, or the toes. You could keep the legs bent. We're going to breathe. It's 1 to 5. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up really tall. Shoulders down, top of the head, top of the ceiling. Up again, number 2. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Up again, number 3. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And number 4. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Woo-hoo! 1 more, back up. Excellent. Hug the knees in. We're going to lie back with the legs not crossed, just right next to each other. Grab the shins, bring the nose up to the knees, pull the shins down. Good, and let's put the head down and the feet down flat. Those of you doing Urdhva Dhanurasana are welcome to The rest of us are doing a bridge, fingers almost touching the heels of the feet. And we're going to lift the hips. As we lift the hips, tuck one shoulder, then the other, interlace the fingers, push the arm down and the hips up. And all the way down. We're going upside down. We're doing plow and then shoulder stand. You're welcome to do something else or put your feet up the wall. Starting with plow, we're going to kick the feet up and over the head. Legs straight, hands either on the back or interlace fingers with the arms down. We'll take a couple of breaths here. If your hands are not on the back, place them there now. Bring the elbows in to the distance of the shoulders if possible, and then straight up with the feet. Heavy shoulders, heavy elbows, light head, looking at the toes. We're going to bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears, and roll into dead bug, holding the feet, knees in the armpits. You can rock around a little bit if you like. Excellent. Bring the knees into the chest. Keep the head down. Bring the arms out like a T. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, let the knees fall to the right. As you look to the left, right hand can hold the legs down. And back up, and then over to the other side. Left hand can hold the knees down, looking to the reaching right hand. Back up to center, hug the knees into your chest. Tell yourself, good job. And then we're going to end in meditation. Though you can meditate laying down if you prefer. I'm going to sit on this rolled up mat. Now, if you're on a wood floor, you want a bit of a longer than this tail so your ankles are not on the wood, but just the hips up on that, real much more comfortable than sitting on the flat floor. And then however you can just turn the feet in, intertwine fingers or one hand on top of the other down, palms are facing up though. Shoulders are a bit pulled back, chin is hanging slightly to the chest, eyes are gently closed, and we will be here, sitting, experiencing the body, breathing itself, for about 5 minutes. All right, let's bring the hands to the heart center and rub them together. We're going to reach the arms up like a big funnel, receiving more and gratitude for all that we receive. We're going to take a breath in through the nose as much as we can get. If possible, we breathe in more through the mouth. If possible, breathe in even more. We're going to hold tight core, tight legs, hold the breath, and then let everything out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Woo! It got dark in here. 1 second. All right, thank you for coming. It's danieloberberger.com. You should be able to find links to my Venmo and PayPal there. We're doing this every Monday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. Los Angeles time. And these videos go to YouTube afterwards. I noticed that YouTube was starting to put commercials on my videos. I did not authorize that and do not have a deal with them, but that is the world that we are living in. And let me end this meeting